Morgan Tracy J, coming today with the Women's Wednesday chat. And today I'm talking to you all about dating boundaries as I get ready. So you're going to get ready with me too, which my hair already has product in it, but I'm going to go ahead and just do my makeup and I'm going to chit chat with you guys. Because the truth is, dating boundaries can be a really touchy subject and everybody's boundaries can be a little different. And so my goal in this video is not to make you feel bad if you've done some things, but my goal in this video is to show you how you can learn from my mistakes and how you can try to get on a better track with your dating style. And you don't have to go around the mountain for 40 years. You don't have to just to struggle with that same thing, but you can overcome it, all right? So let me tell you today, dating boundaries are not to keep you in bondage or to make you not have fun, but they're actually a form of God's protection, how he protects you, and it comes with wisdom, okay? When you have dating boundaries, it brings forth wisdom and it protects you in the long run, all right? So the first tip I want to give you today is to always, with your dating style, when you have a boundary, make sure you already have a personal list of boundaries for yourself before you get into your relationship. This is something that I did way early on in my singleness. I always already knew things I was not going to do, and I felt like that was something that God already gave me. So when the guy came and I began to talk to my boundaries with him, our boundaries aligned with God. So the first thing is I want to encourage you to already have your list. The next thing is the guy that you share your boundaries with, if he has never practiced abstinence, then most likely he's not going to be able to be faithful in that area to you. So you have to think about this. If he is not faithful to God, then how can he be faithful to you? Because the truth is, abstinence is a struggle. And if you've been practicing it for a month, 2 years, and then he comes in, he's most likely going to struggle with that too, okay? And I learned the hard way. There was a guy who really wanted to pursue me, and when we got to talking, he wasn't abstinent, but he was willing to be abstinent for me. But I slowly realized that that was a struggle, and it almost came like a bigger struggle for him than what, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But I realized like I should have been a lot smarter than that when it came to that. I should have said, no, I need you to practice your abstinence on your own first and then come to me, because his abstinence obviously didn't last, and our relationship obviously didn't last because of that, okay? So I also want to tell you that when it comes to being with a guy, let me go ahead and get started on my face, okay? So the first thing I always do is I just spray some little stuff on my face, like oil and water. Okay. So when it comes to being with a guy, the first thing and telltale sign is you want to make sure that he sees your purity as something beautiful and not as a game. Okay, woo, this is a big one, because sometimes guys would try to pursue me, but they see my purity as a game, something they could try to get, okay? Now, I want to encourage you to, if a guy you're with doesn't see your purity as something beautiful and he wants to help you keep that, then that might not be the best guy for you, because the truth is you're going to have to be the super strong one in every situation, because you know if you let down your guard an ounce, things could go left, okay? So I want to encourage you to not be in relationships like that, but also if you are, to make sure your guard is always up when it comes to that, because most likely if you have a weak moment, things could go down, okay? So always be with a man who thinks your purity is beautiful. And for the longest, I didn't think I could be with a man like that until I got with a man like that. I'm like, what? He loves my purity and he wants to protect that. He wants to do everything in his being to protect that. And see, that's the type of person you want. You want someone that's going to protect your purity, not come against it, not try you, not tempt you, not play with you, trying to get you to mess up. No, you want someone that says, no, we're not going to do this, because I know about your purity and I know how long you've been faithful to God, and I know what you said you wanted to do, so I'm not even going to tempt you. Let's move around. That's the type of person that you can have when you decide to embrace your boundaries, okay? So let me get started on my face. I usually don't wear that much makeup if you haven't noticed, but I might do just a little bit for the sake of this video. I don't really wear makeup like that, okay? Yeah, obviously. I wear makeup, just not that much. Okay, so now let's talk about guys and being like intimately attractive and things like that. A dating boundary for me when it comes to intimacy is to calm down on the touching. It's good, I want to be honest with you, it's good to hug, it's good to like hug, and it's good to hold hands and things of that nature. But when you start to get to the holding and the groping and the intimate, all that extra, just staring each other's eyes and kissing, that's when you've crossed some lines, okay? And that's when the struggle will get so much harder for you, okay? Learn from me, all right? That's when your struggle is harder, your mind is somewhere else, your body is somewhere else. You don't want to go there. So the encouragement to you is to always be cautious of how close you're getting. And if you realize that you want intimacy in your relationship, which I think you should have it in different aspects, where you can hold his hand, where you will catch his eyes, where you will stare at him, where you'll grab his arm, where you'll lean into him, where you'll hug him, things of that nature. You can have different forms of intimacy without locking lips and holding and staying like just holding each other and being all in each other's embrace and all that stuff. There's different forms of it. And I want to encourage to the ladies who feel like the dating boundaries can make a man not want to be with you in some form or fashion. That's something that I feared for a long time. Like, having boundaries could make him not want to be with me. And I did come across men like that who thought my boundaries were crazy. But then I came across men who thought that was different, and they would try it. But then I came across a man who said, oh, those are your boundaries? Well, these are mine. So they kind of align, okay? So you see what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of your boundaries. Don't be ashamed of your boundaries, because to the right man, that will be everything he wanted. He'll be like, yes, I wanted someone like this, right? So that was an encouragement to you with your boundaries. Also, something I want to tell you when it comes to boundaries, and just try your best not to be alone by yourself too much. And this is something I did really bad with my now guy, because we are long distance. So when we would see each other, we would go get food, and then we would chill and talk, and we just wanted to be around each other the whole time. But I learned that being around each other by ourselves too much would get my mind somewhere else, and I remember I would be like, okay, Morgan, you gotta stay focused. So I want to encourage you to try your best to get out with the church family, get out with his family, go to different places. And see, that was how we kind of counteracted it. We started to go to church events and go into his family's house. Like, we had to start moving things around, because we knew that just sitting by each other all day, staring at each other's eyes, was gonna get challenging, right? So that's my encouragement to you, is to get out, do things. We went just to Times Square. We just got out for an entire day, because our goal is to get out and to get moving. That's what you want to do. You don't want to be in just a confined space with just you two by yourselves a lot, because that's when temptation can really get high, and you can really start saying, like, did I bend? Is this right? Is this wrong? And that's where the conviction will start to come. But if you use wisdom, you will be okay. So do not be by yourself all the time. Okay, that's another boundary. Let me go if this moves to go on. Okay, so another relationship boundary that I would like to give you, just based off of wisdom, is to always have a battle plan. Now, I know some of y'all might be like, what's a battle plan? But when you are someone who's embracing purity, you have to have a battle plan. A battle plan is something for you to do when you feel like you are beyond tempted, when you are in those situations. And even in college, I found myself in a few to where I would be like, Jesus, if you could just get me up out of here, I would never do this again. I would never play with this again. Like, Jesus, I don't want it to go that. Like, I literally would be praying. So have a battle plan. And for me, my battle plan was first prayer and wisdom. Like, is it smart of me to go to his house at 11 at night? No, it's not. Wisdom, okay? Is it smart of me to just let him be all in my personal space all hours of the night? No, it's not, okay? So I want to encourage you to use wisdom, but also to pray. When you find yourself in situations that got beyond you, and you know you're teeter-tottering now, I want to encourage you to pray. Even if you just step away for a second and just say, God, I need you. I don't want to make a mistake. Give me your strength. Give me your wisdom. Prayer has helped me through so many things, and also wisdom has too. So pray and use wisdom. When you're someone like me and you come from doing it so opposite, and then you go to boundaries, I'm sorry, it's hard, because you try to pick up your old style of how you did it. Like, you're trying to pick that back up sometimes, but you have to remember that that's not who you are anymore, and you have to let those styles go of dating. So my encouragement to you is to always, always, always remember who you are today. Not who you were 6 months ago or a year ago, or when you last did some things. Who you are today, and what are you wanting to embody, your relationship to embody. Most of us want our relationships to embody Christ, and so that's what we want to. That's our high point, and that's what we're trying to aim for. And that's what my encouragement to you is Dating after you've already made mistakes and dating with boundaries can be really challenging, and it can cause you to say like, is this right, is this wrong? It can make you even question like what's going, like, am I doing this right, am I good enough to do this? Let me just check my phone, okay? Okay, and that's him, that is him telling me something about the video. Okay, so, but dating boundaries, it's going to make you better in the long run. It really will, but it will challenge you to get your life together, boo. If you've ever felt, ever in your life, that you was unworthy, you might feel that sometimes in dating. Because I know, like, when my guy came and he was just so good, I was like, I do not deserve this. Like, I'm so unworthy. Like, I didn't do it right. Like, I'm so, like, and that's why I want to encourage you to know your worth and to stop apologizing for what you decide that you're going to stand by. Don't apologize for your boundaries. Don't apologize for your purity, or I can't do that. I'm sorry, but you can't stay the night. Don't apologize for that. That man hasn't put a ring on your finger, so that is not what you don't have to apologize for. You're standing up on the standards of God, okay? So that's my encouragement to you. Don't apologize for when somebody, for when you have to be up and you have to stand up and speak one of your boundaries out there. Don't apologize for it, because it's going to empower you and it's going to encourage you, and it's going to say, okay, this is what I'm standing for, and if he isn't agreeable with that, then okay, that's what it is. I'm not gonna bend, I'm not gonna waver. I want you to get so strong that you're like, you're better than me. You're better than these other people out here who minister on this. You have to learn from our mistakes. We don't want you to make the same mistakes we did. That's why we make these videos, to encourage you, because we want you to get bold and strong to say, no, I'm not apologizing for my boundaries. No, we cannot Netflix and chill. No, we ain't about to be on the phone at 2 a.m. so you can whisper empty nothings in my ear. No, I'm not about to be laying in the bed with you. You got to get firm, because the truth is there's many seasons where I was not firm enough and I began to bend and teeter-totter. You don't owe these men nothing unless that man, when he puts a ring on your finger, then that's different. But right now, all you owe is God. You say, God, I'm gonna stand on your standards. If this man approves of that, then amen. And if he don't, then okay. And that's my encouragement to you. I think of many seasons for myself. So I'm getting frustrated because many seasons I didn't stand on what I was supposed to stand on. I would bend because I wanted to make him happy. I would teeter-totter because I didn't want him to stay the night, but I wanted him to stay the night, and he wanted to stay the night. Like, I would do all of that. And the encouragement is, don't do me. Don't be like me. Be better. Be better. And decide to say, like, okay, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick by this, and this is that. And I didn't do that for the longest. I do it now, thank God, but I did not do that for a long time. And so you want to stand firm on who God says you are, and you want to stand firm on God's place for you, on what God says you're at. He says you're worthy, so you want to stand on that and say, no, I don't have to apologize for this. Okay, so I just took my hair out and I did a little bit of makeup. Obviously, you guys realize I don't wear that much makeup, no way. Mascara, I do fill in my eyebrows, and I do sometimes use a little bit of foundation if I'm having acne scars or something. But lip gloss, mascara, that's about it. But my goal with this video was to encourage you in your dating boundaries. They're to protect you and they're to help you. And for me, I struggled with this for a long period, and I'm still learning in the dating area on like more getting these boundaries or to protect you. And it's not always easy, especially when you want to do something but you know it's not right. It's not easy to say no to yourself, but I want to encourage you to begin to practice that. If you practice it now, you'll be better in your relationship. If you start saying no now, you'll be better later. And I want to encourage you, if you're someone who was in a relationship or is, and you have made the mistakes and you went too far or something, I want to encourage you to never give up and to always come back and try again. And many of us, and even myself, for many seasons where I would say I wasn't going to do something, and then I would fall back into sex, or I would fall back into it. And the truth is, it wasn't beautiful. It was not easy. But I want to encourage you to not get stuck there and to say, okay, hey, I can do better. I made that mistake, but I can literally do better. And that's my encouragement to you. And that's what the Dating Boundaries video is really about, is to decide to do better than what you've been settling for, and to get with someone and allow someone to pursue you that looks at your purity as something that is beautiful, not something just to take or to try you, but to actually protect it. All right? Well, guys, I love you so much. I pray this video uplifted you and blessed you. I hope it encouraged you so much. And most of all, if you enjoyed this video, I want you to share this video with one of your girlfriends, and you like it, and you go ahead and subscribe. All right? Well, guys, I want you to comment down below your biggest takeaway from this video. Well, I love you, ladies. I'm so sorry I'm bad at get ready with me type of videos. All I did was literally put mascara on and lip gloss, but I try my best, okay? I love you so much, ladies, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Bye. Hey, if you would like more content from me, be sure you go ahead and subscribe, and you check out these other videos. Also, you can check out my blog at hisdaughterscloset.com.